Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Broad Motherfucking Topics. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato. Hello, Kimmy.
Hi, baby. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You seem good today, can I say?
Oh, thank you. I went to bed pretty early. I'm staying at Emily's for a couple days before I go to Florida. And I went to bed really early, and then like Emily, you know Emily. So I wake up and she has like a celery juice press for me and like vitamins, and like last night we had like a sprout salad or something. Everything's been pretty disgusting, but I feel great.
The way that I wish that Emily could come clean up my life for a couple weeks. like I wish that she could. I want her to be like a second mom. Like I want her to just be like the person who's like making sure that I'm on schedule and like have all my things done, and that I brush my teeth like before I left the house for the first time, and like feeds me kale.
Just basic hygiene things.
Basic hygiene things.
Washing your ass.
I can't even tell you how often I'm so busy that I'll like run an errand and then come back home and brush my teeth. I'm like, I need to get this errand out of the way.
You're disgusting for that.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
It's 3 minutes. You could take 3 minutes.
It's 3 minutes, but it's like, if you're doing a good job, it's like 6 minutes. Like you want to floss, you want to get all that shit done.
For sure.
If I don't feel like I have the time to put the energy into brushing my teeth right now, I'll hold it for an hour because I want to do a good job when I do it. Am I helping or am I hurting? I'm not sure.
Well, you're hurting others and helping yourself, I think.
Here we are. Fuck yeah.
I've been feeling great. I'm filming from this little art studio. The disrespect, I mean, the way that I just picked up, I don't know how much this art is worth, and I just put it under my laptop so that it would be held up for me to do my podcast.
Oh, it's a stand for your laptop now, like
yes,
like $80,000 painting.
Yeah, no, it's like a speaker, but it's like art. I don't know what it is, but my laptop's on it, and I hope that nobody walks in and is like, "Did you touch the speaker?" But I think I could get away with it here.
My installment.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Disrespect them, I say.
I'll disrespect to the day I damn die. And the thing is I've been having a full-blown panic attack over the fact that I learned on TikTok recently that if you wear your hair in a side part, like Gen Z sees it like a comb over. Like it is so old and disgusting.
Mm-hmm. We talked about this, I think, almost a full year ago now. It was already starting to happen that people were like, please do a middle part. Please, I can't bear to look at you on the screen with that side part anymore.
Yep.
Frank wants to know if it's for guys too or just for chicks.
I don't know for guys. I try to do a middle part and look how fucking weird I look.
I actually think you look great with the middle part.
Really?
Yeah, I think that your hair is a little bit trained for a side part. So one side is coming up a little higher just because it's used to going to the other side. But I have that too. Look, it's like it's just used to going that way.
I don't notice it on yours. That's crazy.
That's how people see you. Like nobody's noticing that on you either.
Interesting. That's crazy. So yeah, I've been trying to do my middle part to look young. It's a nightmare. I've just been feeling so old lately. Like it's like the last 3 years, it's really hit me how I have felt 16. Like I felt 16 from the day I was 16 till the day I was like 25. And then
that makes sense to me.
Now it's going away. Like it started to go away at 25. And now when I just hit 30, it's like definitely gone. Like I for sure don't feel anywhere like a 16-year-old or cannot relate to them. And they're like foreign to me. I also don't get a lot of their jokes on the internet anymore.
Does that bother you?
Yes.
Like you want to understand
They have a generation of humor, and I'm like, I don't get it.
Can I say it's bad? Some of it's just not funny. I know what you mean. I'm seeing them on TikTok, and I'm like, yeah, no.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to think. There's one joke in particular that's like, I'm like, everybody relax. Fuck, I got to think about it. The way that TikTok, I could scroll TikTok for like 4 hours and it's like I'm in a coma.
Yeah.
For that whole length of time. Like I take in so much and I can't remember 1 second of it.
Emily said that I had been on TikTok scrolling on her couch for like 2 hours the other day. And she was like, then you were like, she said that I was like, I got to go take a shower. And she heard me go in the bathroom. She heard me close the toilet so I could sit on it and then start scrolling TikTok again. I was like, that's embarrassing.
I scroll TikTok while I'm putting makeup on sometimes. I just lift a finger and scroll to the next video.
Yeah.
Like, even without my hands on the phone, I'll let a video play for like 10 minutes sometimes, just not listening to it because I haven't gotten a chance to flip to the next one.
Yep. I've been waiting for TikTok to do auto scroll.
That'd be really nice.
The fact that it doesn't have auto scroll, so you could just watch one and it goes to the next one, and then you can go back if you want to watch it again. It should have that.
That would be really nice.
See, if I was someone that could do coding, I would make an extension that you could download for TikTok that would auto scroll, and that would go crazy. That would go hard.
That's true. It's using your watch time to determine what shows up on the For You page. So like the longer you stay on a video, the more that video is going to show up for someone else. So it's all kind of built in.
Mine are lesbians. System. I'm truly a lesbian. All my whole TikTok is lesbian teenagers. So what have I been watching?
That's interesting. I'm not getting a lot of lesbians. I'm getting a lot of gays.
I get a lot of lesbian because when I first got TikTok, I felt like that's where it first landed me. I think it thinks I'm a lesbian just in general. It first landed me a little, and then I was like supportive, so I like them all because I was like, oh, not realizing that that's where it was going to take me, and now I'm just deep in there. And sometimes I feel bad if I see a cute lesbian video not liking it because it's a lesbian video, and I'm like, well, I don't really care, but I don't really want my whole feed to be lesbians. I want to see the straight naked men.
Yeah, no, that happens to me too, but more with like sick kids and like sick kids or parents who have lost a child. I'm like, listen, I feel for you. This video was great. It made me feel a lot, but I'm not gonna like it because I don't want all this. I don't want my For You page to be fucking death and sadness.
Cue to me watching the same video 60 times about the mother losing her son. Yes. I'll watch it over and over again obsessively. I'm like, what is this feeling? Why am I obsessed with death?
Fucking morbid curiosity. Wild.
I used to have a huge issue with being obsessed with death, and like I still kind of am, definitely not as much as anymore, but when I was younger I was obsessed with death, and it got really bad in college, and like I was like obsessed with like if someone died I'd like look at their page and be like, that's crazy that they died, and just be like so curious about it. And my friend Kelsey was the same way, my roommate, and we both were obsessed with this website called, this is going to be really fucked up, we can actually probably pull it up. It's called My Death Space. It was like MySpace, but the word death in between. MyDeathSpace.com. And it's literally it was
MySpace pages of people who have died.
Yeah, it's all social medias of people have died, so you can click on it and like watch everyone grieve over them. And it was like I was obsessed with it. It was sick. I had to go see a therapist about it. I was like, "What is it?" And she's like, "It's very normal to be obsessed with death like that." But
there was a girl in my school who died, and I didn't really know her. And the way that I stalked her page for years, I'm gonna go look at her page later. I'm gonna see who's still crying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so sad. I don't know. It's so fucked up. Can we pull up My Death Space, please?
It still gives me the same feeling, like going back like 10 years later and seeing people still posting on their wall. I'm like, man, they are really gone forever, aren't they?
Yeah, I had a friend who died, who lived in my town. She was a little bit older than me. She worked with me. And no, Bobby, pull it up. I'll walk you through it. Of course, it's a form. You got to know where to go in the website. Bobby doesn't know how to use the website. Go to archive article, please, Bobby, please. Don't be such a newbie. See at the top under mydeathspace.com. Yeah, right there. You click right there. There you go. You get your deaths. You can put in whatever age you want. You can put in parentheses, put in 2. It pops up all the 2-year-old. I'm just kidding. No. But look, you can see all the deaths. Look, a lot of fentanyls this week. There's a lot of what? These are the ones that scared me. Pulmonary embolism. It's like she didn't deserve that out of nowhere. And then I would just sit here and be sad for them. And then
Hold on.
Yes,
is this still connected to MySpace? Do people still have
click
MySpace?
On URL, view their profile, and then it takes you to their page, whatever they have connected to. So it takes you to her Facebook. And then sometimes they're private, sometimes they're not. But if you go back, Bobby, I'll give you a good one. Watch. Go back again. Okay, go
I haven't
down.
heard her this excited in months. I have not. I have not heard you so happy or excited in actually over a year. What's happening right now?
Sometimes you'll see a picture and it'll be 2 people in a picture and it'll be like a crazy story. Like Michelle was out with her boyfriend when he drug her into the woods and threw her over a bridge. And then you could see both their pages. And that's a mind fuck because you get to see the page of the victim and the page of the murderer and all their family being like, I can't believe he did this. I'll love him forever, but I can't believe, you know what I mean? Like you get the whole document in one place.
Oh, you get the people who are feeling torn because they loved the victim and the yeah.
They're mutual friends.
No, I'm sorry, but if one of my friends kills another one of my friends, the murderer friend just isn't my friend anymore, you know?
No.
Like you're not my friend anymore.
No, but if your son killed his childhood friend, you're still your son's mother.
Yeah. We're packing up and moving to a different country. It's fine.
Yeah, we got to go. We got to go, and I have to re-raise you, apparently, because I fucked up somewhere. I got to work on the empathy
let's
this
start
time.
Fresh. I'm going to start fresh with you.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I used to be obsessed with my death space, and I used to look at it all the time. And I can still text my friend Kelsey and be like, do you still look at my death space? And she'll probably be like, yep, every once in a while.
I'm going to start looking at my death space every now and again. What I look at other things when I'm like really trying to get freaked out. Sorry, I'm on TikTok trying to find a video that I want to show you. But when I really want to get freaked out, I still, and I know that this is like old now, but I still go to Mandela effect videos to freak myself out because they really leave me to feel like a bone chilling, like goosebumps type feeling. That I enjoy
TikTok
sometimes.
algorithms, I'm there. That's where I'm there too on TikTok. I'm getting the weird, scary stuff. It's like 3 a.m. on TikTok.
Are you seeing all of the comments of like the Gen Z people being like, I do not claim the energy in this video? That's a giant comment on negative videos now.
Yes.
Like,
you know
they
what
saw
I've been
one
seeing
person
a lot?
type that and now they're like, I better type that on every video that I don't like.
Gen Z is dramatic. I'll tell you that much. But I've been getting a lot of the ones that are, one medium on TikTok asked a bunch of mothers to stitch with the answers your child gives. And you're supposed to ask your kids under 5, like the specific questions, like, where did you come from? Did you choose me as your mom? And the answers are fucking weird that kids give.
Ooh, I don't know if I like that.
Sometimes there's 2 or 3 year olds that say they came from the pyramids. And I'm like, that is a very specific, strange thing to say.
No, you can't come from the pyramids. I'm sorry. I'll give you back. I'll ask you again. I'll be like, try again. Where'd you come from?
I will post abort you.
I don't like, you also catch a lot of videos of like parents having fun with their toddlers and like doing like a fun little activity. And then very suddenly the toddler gets like a demon look in their eye for like a hot second and it just goes away. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if you could sleep in my house after that. Like if I caught it on camera, if I'm able to go back and rewatch the demon look in your eye, I'm probably not going to keep you in my house.
No, you're not staying with me. You're staying somewhere else. I see this video of this mom carrying her baby and the baby is just pointing to the ceiling and it's like, I'm like, no, I would kick that bitch in the head. He'd be gone.
No way. I'm sorry, you're out.
I want nothing to do with it. No, fuck that. Scary. No, thank you. Everyone's talking about how like Do you feel, I hate to get all spiritual. First of all, who the fuck is Alec? We have someone in here named Alec.
Hello.
There's, I gotta say, there's a man in our stream, in our Zoom. Oh my God, he's hot. Who is he?
Well, why don't you just chat with him for a few minutes? We'll figure out who he is
Okay,
together. I know him, but I like that you think he's hot.
That you say you're obsessed with death because I had a really fucked up weekend.
Oh, he's gay.
No, my best friend died 2 days ago.
No, he didn't really.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God, Alec, I'm so sorry.
Your best friend died 2 days ago for real?
And then you're talking about how you're obsessed with death for like 10 minutes. I was like just sitting here like, what?
Oh no, Francis said I summoned the Grim Reaper. Alec, that is very, 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 very fucking sad. I'm sorry. I couldn't have put you through more death thinking in the first 10 minutes of the podcast.
I mean, here's the thing. I love like all true crime shit, anything. So it's weird I am too. But yeah, it was a tough weekend. And then we got broken down on the side of the highway.
That's scary.
Who's we?
Me
in the
and
snow?
my brother, his old Jeep just died on the highway. So we were stuck on the highway for 6 hours.
We got to get rid of Alec. He's got too much bad luck.
It's terrible.
We got to come out of the Zoom. Alec, it was nice meeting you.
I'm sorry about your friend.
What have you done?
Sorry about your friend, but the 48 laws of power, law number 36 says avoid the unhappy and unlucky. So you got to go.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry about your friend, dude. That's so fucking sad. And I'm sorry that I brought up my death space. Don't go on there.
Don't go on there. Your friend's the top fucking post.
Don't go on there. I'm telling you. Fuck, dude. That took a twist.
That took a real twist. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting that at all.
I didn't know what to say. I thought he was kidding.
Me too. That would be if he's kidding, that would be the most dark sense of humor I'm on board for. But also, I don't think he's kidding. I think he's lost a loved one, and I don't know how to continue with the podcast.
I mean, also, I still have no idea who the fuck he is. He just came in here and told me his friend died and left. I mean, no clue who this guy is. I've never met him. He popped in. He was like, my friend died, so I got to go. And I was like, okay, we're recording. Who is this guy?
That's Alec. He's our new intern on the show.
Okay. Okay. Dude, Alec needs a raise already. He's been through a lot.
Yeah.
I like him, though. I like him.
No, I like him. I like that how open he was. He popped on camera. He told us some really personal shit, and he left and let us deal with it. I think it's going to work well with him.
He dropped a death bomb on us. He was like, just so you know, y'all hurt my feelings. I know you guys are doing a podcast right now, but it really hurt me when you talked about death because my friend died. I got to go. And then we're like, all right, back to parting our hair in the middle. What are we supposed to continue talking about TikTok now, Alec? Way to fucking bring the vibes down with your dead friend.
The fact that Kim was about to start hitting on him, she literally already mentioned how hot he was. They were about to be flirting in 2 seconds, and he just dropped the death bomb instead.
It's like literally every Hinge date I've ever been on.
It's hilarious. They're like, yeah, so I'm having a lot of fun tonight, but my grandma died yesterday, and I'm looking for somebody to come to the funeral with me tomorrow.
My grandma died. I have my own funeral. So weird. God damn it, Alec.
Where does this leave us? I did, since we're really talking today, talking. TikToking.
Talking. Okay, got it. I was like,
you got it.
Alex, it's the same word unless you spell it, so I wouldn't be able to hear the joke.
The head movement wasn't enough. I sent Frank a video. I don't know. This shit made me laugh so hard. I thought this was one of the best things on TikTok that I've seen all week. I sent him a video along with the accompanying comments that made me laugh.
Okay. The comments are good. I want to see it. The
comments are always good. Frank, if you need a minute, you could just let us know. I'm still concerned about Like my idea with like the kids who have like past life memories or whatever, it's like, how long do you hold on to a past life memory for? You know what I mean? It's like those kids are going to grow up and not remember being from the pyramids.
Right. Someone brought up something very strange. I don't know if we've already talked about it on the podcast, but someone recently brought up that they remember being a child and being able to breathe underwater when they swam. And I remember that. Like, as soon as they said it, I forgot that I remembered that. But as soon as someone brought it up, I remember like being able to breathe through my stomach underwater in a really weird way. But maybe that's like a weird womb memory.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like the only thing that I could imagine it would be, right?
Yeah, I don't know. But I remember like it feels like when I imagine it, it feels like a pool, like swimming in a pool or at the beach as a kid and just breathing the water.
That'd be pretty cool, man. I guess we all did it at one point.
At the same time, I also remember being a really dumb 8-year-old and begging my mom to let me have the empty milk gallon, the plastic milk gallon, so I could take it and use it as air while I swam. Like in my head, I would be able to like and like swim with it.
That's wonderful. Okay, so you wanted to take a tank of oxygen down into the swimming pool, but it was in your mind you could contain it all in a gallon of milk, and if you just brought it to the bottom, it wouldn't be difficult to drag to the bottom of the pool or anything.
In my head, I was going to take this thing, bring it to the bottom of the pool and sit there and like chill and like hit it and like chill. I showed up to my friend Shelby Moak's house, who was the only friend who had a below the ground pool in Florida. I showed up to her house with my empty gallon of milk. And I remember my mom like pulling up and her mom was like, and she's like, she wants to bring it in the pool. Well, my mom was like so fucking annoyed because I was obsessed.
His mom was so over it. She's like, I don't know. They want to drown themselves or something.
That day was rough because that day my friend Shelby's mom, oddly enough, this is a weird thing to do. I have a memory of going to her house with that milk gallon, and that day her mom left us with a babysitter. So I was left at a person's house who left us with a babysitter. And we were 8, and the babysitter was a 16-year-old boy, which is already strange. Already weird situation, right?
Okay.
But let me tell you, I'm not the type of 8-year-old to get molested.
No, I didn't think so.
That's not me at 8. I don't know what else to tell you. You once molested me when I was 8. I brought my gallon of thing. I made this boy try to teach us how to breathe underwater with it. He was so annoyed. And then me and my friend this is really fucked up. We just kind of chased him and threw stuff at him until he literally quit.
He quit the job on the day?
Yes. He left that day and left us alone.
Oh, wow. No way. And he left you alone to potentially drown yourselves with this gallon of milk?
They had this floaty castle in the pool and he was in it and we were like deflating it and trying to kill him. It was crazy. We were going hard and we thought it was like so funny to beat up this older kid, just 2 8-year-olds trying to beat up this kid. Cause at first he was like kind of playing back, but then we really started beating him up. And I think we made him quit. I think we molested him.
Wow. Oh man, that's awesome. Imagine coming home at 16 years old without the money that you were supposed to make that day and having to tell your parents like I quit because 2 8-year-old girls bullied me.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. We bullied him to quit his job.
He's not doing well these days.
We got in so much trouble.
Wow. Okay, you just made me remember a story. I was with friends like from the neighborhood who I wasn't super close with, and like they were with like more friends, right? I was like with one of my friends' moms, and then she went to like another friend's house, and we were all at this other friend's house.
Okay.
And so my friend's name was Gina, and she had a sister, and the 3 of us were over there with these kids who were like a bit younger, these boys. And I remember we're swimming in their pool, and we're all having fun. And then one of the little boys who's like 8 or 9 years old, I was maybe 12, and this kid was like 8 at the time. And he started just like playing with me in the pool in a way that was like, it'll be funny if I drown her, right? Like He's like literally like on top of my shoulders in the pool in an area where I can't stand. I'm like terrified for my life. This is the only time in my entire life that I was like, I'm actually going to drown. Like, I think I might die right now. Like he's going to kill me and I'm going to die. And I got out of the pool, like screaming and crying, like being the most scared I've ever been in my entire life. And I just cried so much as a child that none of the adults took it seriously and he wasn't in trouble at all. And I was so fucking furious. Like, I was like, this kid's going to actually kill somebody one day and you guys have fun dealing with that. Like, have a good time, everybody.
You were upset.
He's going to kill
you were
us.
upset.
I was so mad. I was like, I want to go home. I'm going home now. He almost killed me and nobody cares.
He was my babysitter coming back for revenge on little girls.
Literally. Literally. His name was Marky. And Mother, what are you looking for in this room? I have to know. She's been here. She's been here for 10 minutes looking around the floor for something. I'm going to die.
You've done a really good job because I haven't noticed at all. What is she looking for? I'm dying to know.
I don't know. What are you looking for? That wasn't the story. Oh, she wants to come tell your version of the story. She said that wasn't the story of what happened.
Oh my God.
Come have a sit. Come tell me. Come tell me the story.
On screen.
Hello.
Oh, you're adorable.
Hi, how are you, daughter number 2? How are
I
you?
miss you.
I miss you too. I can't
Look
wait
at
for
the twins.
you. You're right.
We are.
You
So-
are twins.
So tell me what happened.
So
How's my memory off?
Maria called me to tell me because of what happened.
So she
because
did.
They took it very seriously. But
Okay.
what happened, you said that somebody did something to him and you were in the pool and he was saying, who did this to me? And you said you did it to him just so that he would jump and get off the board. And he jumped in the pool and started drowning you. And Maria was upset. She called me.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, no.
See, Alex.
But she did cry every day. My friend Ro used to say, the day isn't over until Alexandra's been crying. And up until recently, that's pretty much been the case. Although I have to say, I think it's the new BF.
Oh. Your mom's
I
giving
thought you
the
were shy
tea.
about coming on the podcast. What happened?
No, I'm here. I'm in on it. But I would have gotten dressed had I known. Oh my God, I looked.
She took the mic. Dude, your mom, you know what? I think maybe your mom should be my new co-host.
No, but I want a guest shot sometime. But I gotta go because I really have a lot of work to do.
Okay, bye. I miss you.
Bye. I miss you too. Love you, sweetie.
Love you.
That was great.
I love her.
What were you
what I was
looking
just
for?
thinking?
You still need it? Okay. Okay.
You know what I was just thinking the other day? How much I miss just sitting in your mom's kitchen with a coffee and just talking to her.
Isn't
could
she
just
so much
sit-
fun?
You could just sit on the counter and she'll just ask you to give you all the details of what's going on in your life. See, the thing is, I never had that in a mom. Let me tell you about my issues. My mother, when I call my mom, I could be calling like tears in my eyes, crying because I want to like tell her something that happened that I'm sad about. And then when she picks up, she goes,
She's coming back to talk.
You should call me then. Now I'm really going.
your mother's such a good listener. She's even listening to me complain about how my mom doesn't listen.
She listened through the wall. She came back.
She's such a good listener. No one's ever listened so good. Fuck, dude. What was I saying? I'll call my mom like crying, right? I'll call her and I'm like, and I'll go, hello. And she'll go, hi, Kimberly. Hi, how are you? Sorry, I'm so freaking busy. I've been so freaking stressed. See, I had to go to the, and it'll go. I mean, when I tell you she won't take a breath for the next 9 minutes, by the time she even considers that there's someone else on the other line, my problems have already resolved themselves. Someone's already texting me and apologized. Like, by the time we get there, my shit's done. I never realized she did until I became an adult. And then like the last few times I've gone to visit home, I've tried to like talk and like she'll like talk over me. And I have had this thing where I'm like, that's why I'm a comedian. That's why I hold the mic and I stand on stage and no one can take my sound because you're going to have to hear me tell you about my problems because my mother won't. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy, but it makes perfect sense. And it makes me wonder where like my need for attention comes from. Because it's like,
you have a different need for attention than me.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You have you have a different kind of need for attention. You have a only child's need for attention. You don't have like a neglected child's need for attention.
That's true. That's true. I'm just used to getting the attention. And so I won't put up with not getting it anymore. Right.
Exactly.
It. So you're like, I'm going to have a taste of this. And once I get a taste, nobody's taking it away from me.
Right. That's why I get so that's why if I'm doing stand up and someone heckles, that's why I get so mean. Like someone beat her up after the show. So how dare you? If someone heckles during my show, I literally say, how dare you? I get so fucking offended. I'm like, how fucking dare you? I was like, I have 15 minutes up here. 15. That's not, I'm asking you to shut the fuck up for 15 minutes.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody heckle you. It's like they're like people do tend to get a little like I feel like people are usually in the zone when you're on stage. Yeah,
but I mean obviously people drink at shows and stuff. So I've had hecklers. I had one girl, where was that? Oh, that was at the Stand. There's one girl at the Stand in New York and she was so fucking, did we talk about her already recently? Where she was like, I might have talked about it on Sarah's podcast where she was a bitch. Like I was on stage. I had watched her heckle the comic before me and I was like, she better not try me. I had just watched it and I knew. And I was on stage and I said something like, don't you hate it when you forget to shave your vagina? And she's like, I never do. She was like one of those like pick me bitches. Not me.
That's not true. That's not true. You fucking cunt.
Exactly I went and I stopped. I literally was in the middle of the joke and I stopped and I looked at her and I go, oh, this fucking cunt. I was so pissed. I remember telling like, I was like, have you ever, I asked her, I was like, what's your name? And she said, and she got all quiet. I was like, no, bitch, you wanted to talk before and now you get to talk. I was like, what's your name? And I was
Amber.
like, have you ever been hit?
My name is Amber.
Amber, has anyone ever hit you?
No.
If anybody wants to hit a person tonight, and I know you all are from New York and no one minds, someone punch Amber in the fucking face after the show because you will be doing humanity a favor. Look, this is what happens when you don't hit your kids. You get fucking cunty Amber talking at a comedy show. I was going hard. I'll go hard on someone. Don't interrupt me, mommy.
Yeah. Also, like, what a fucking slutty, disgusting, pick me way to heckle a comedy show.
That's what she did. I was like, don't you hate it? I was something like, don't you hate it when you gain weight? And she was like, mm-mm. Oh, look at this fucking.
No, actually, I've been trying to gain weight recently.
Ew, I hate it.
It's like, me too, bitch, but I wouldn't say that. That's crazy. Crazy.
If you're trying to gain weight, I'm sorry, keep it to yourself. Nobody wants to hear it.
Actually, it's actually not that easy for me to like put on a couple pounds, and I don't know. It's annoying when people are like telling me to eat more because it's just not that easy.
I'm actually need to get a surgery to make my pussy looser. My pussy is just like so tight.
I was born with pinhole pussy. It's
That's a real thing.
It's literally just the size of a pinhole, and they have to like open it up like they do with gauge earrings.
Alex, that's a real thing.
Pinhole pussy?
Yes.
PHP?
Some people, I don't know if it's technically called pinhole pussy per se. Whoa, say that 5 times fast. Pinhole pussy per se.
Pinhole pussy per se.
Ew, Francis said vaginal fusion, I think. Why do you think, and why do you have that fact off the top of your head?
I like
he
the way
corrected and said labial.
Okay, because I did like the way that Kim said vaginal instead of vaginal. That was good.
I'm no doctor.
Vaginal fluid. Yeah, okay, labial fusion sounds like the worst. Imagine being a horny girl who can't get to the inside of her own pussy.
No. So I read that like some girls, their holes, like they can't even stick a Q-tip in there. It's so tight. And I was like, okay, show off. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. So what?
Are these like the girls? Okay, I remember when I got my period when I was younger, it only took me like a year or two to try tampons for the first time. You know, like first you start off with pads, but then eventually you're like, I got to wear a bathing suit or whatever it is. I'm going to try a tampon. It only took me like 2 years. I was like 13, shoving a tampon up in there. But I remember having girls from school being terrified of it. And then like, literally, there was one time where we had to coach a girl in high school through putting her first tampon in, like through the door, like through the bathroom stall. There was like a group of girls being like, okay, and now just like push it in with, and she was like screaming in pain. I was like, you're a little bitch.
Well, first I have to stop and say that your mom just texted us.
Oh.
I don't know if you heard that, but your mom's texting us. So I want to see what she said. Oh,
Okay.
she's so cute.
She's cute.
But yeah, I for sure tried to stick. I mean, the first 12 times I tried to use a tampon, I was trying to stick it up my clit. I was like, why doesn't it fit? I had no idea what my body was. I thought that the blood was coming out of where I peed. And I was like, it doesn't make sense that it's not. I was like, how does anyone get it in here? I was just shoving a tampon against my clit over and over again.
Right. You're thinking to yourself, like, maybe I should try a Q-tip first. Like, maybe I don't a whole tampon.
Right. Yeah. But now I can get almost anything in there.
Congrats.
Thank you. You know, the thing is, a lot of people talk about being scared. You know, do you ever feel like dick's too much? You ever had dick that was too much?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I have before too.
But not anymore. But never again.
But truly, she can she's worked it out.
That's yeah, no. I mean, we've talked about this before. It's like when you have the right mentality, there's no dick that's too large.
You gotta want it.
You gotta want it, man.
If you want it, it'll fit. I'm telling. If you want it, not only will it fit, it will get sucked in. It will eat a dick.
If you want it badly enough, it'll never be big enough somehow.
Sometimes I'll be shoving their second and third leg in there. Fuck, I put their whole body in me and rebirth them.
Fucking Francis goes, ironically, the name of Big J's tour, which it literally is.
What's the name of his tour?
You gotta want it.
You gotta want it. That's so funny. That's how I feel about Big Dick. You gotta want it. You have to earn it.
I agree with that. It's almost like a paradox, though. Is like the more you want it, the less it's big enough for you.
It's true. It's fucked up.
Sad.
Wow. Big Dick. I love Big Dick. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. I'm going to say it clearly. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Is your mom still in the wall? Is your mom still there?
I don't know. She's always lurking in a corner.
Well, tell her to cover her ears because her second daughter's talking about big dick.
Big old D. Forgive me, Kim. I need to pause us for a second. My computer's on low battery and my thing's in the other room.
It's okay. Can I run to the restroom real quick?
Yeah, we'll meet back here too.
Okay. What else?
I do want to watch this talk that I sent to the boys.
Oh, please, let's watch it.
Yeah, it's really good. I watched it in the middle of the night the other night, and the comments hit me so hard. I just was not expecting them. It was good. Yeah.
Let's check it out.
So here's the video.
TikTok. My brother literally got his back piece stuck in his ear. What do I do? It's like really early. Everybody's sleeping. Oh my god. Just take it out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ow. Okay. See, it's literally just stuck in there. We don't know how to take it out. We tried. Any advice?
So I open up the comments thinking that there was going to be advice for these poor children.
Okay. What's the advice?
Can you show us the comments?
That happened to me when I was 5. They had to throw me off a bridge. This happened to me. They had cut half my body off. Wrong generation asked for advice. Why are y'all scaring them? Anyways, this happened to me a few years ago. They had to cut my ear off. Just not helpful at all.
All the way down. It goes, this happened to me. They
had to remove my head. They had to cremate my sister.
None of y'all are helping. Geez. Anyways, this happened to me when I was 8 and I lost hearing in my left eye.
I got to tell you, Alex, I am annoyed that you would like, this happened to my sister. They had to cremate her. And this happened to me. I had to remove my head, but not, Vincent van Gogh, because that is the funnier of the 3.
I was so overwhelmed with people not helping that I was just liking comment after comment.
I want to comment on it. I want to comment, call Mike Tyson. That's funny, right? This happened to me. I had to call Mike Tyson. I would have killed. TikTok is so funny with the internet just is so funny. This guy, I saw a tweet earlier. This guy tweeted, just did my taxes for the first time, so I should be in jail by the weekend. And it's like so fucking true. Truly, I might be arrested. I have no idea when I last did my taxes, if I did it right, if I ever done it. I don't know if I've ever done taxes once right. For some reason, I did my taxes with these people. Tell me if this makes sense. I did my year. It was the first time I ever went through someone. Also the first time I ever owed. So I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing this again. I like cheating my way through the system and getting a couple $100 to leave with.
Right.
So yeah, it was the first time I owed. I paid them. These motherfuckers send me an invoice recently for no reason.
You paid them already. You paid them when this deal went down.
When this deal went down years ago, I paid them. And I get a new invoice for this year's taxes. I go, how you invoice me when I didn't do nothing? I didn't ask you.
Oh, they want to do it for you again this year kind of thing?
Yes, but they already sent me the invoice.
And tell them no. Say no.
Yeah, of course no, bitch. Time already passed. I already didn't do my taxes. You're too late. I got this letter from the IRS saying that I was missing something in my taxes. And the way that I lost that letter, and I don't remember what it said, they were like, we're putting you in jail maybe. And I was like, okay, I'll take care of it later. I was so busy that day. And I have no idea what that letter said or where it went or who it was or why it happened.
Damn. Do you find that like the more important something is to take care of immediately, the quicker it goes to your procrastination list?
Yes.
Where you're like, yes. You know what? This causes me so much stress. They could take me to jail tomorrow over this. I think I'll just never deal with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too. I get that.
Yeah. I just go, you know what? If I don't look at it, I don't have to.
If I never saw it, they can't arrest me.
I just sent you a funny TikTok. Can you watch it in front of me? I just want to see if you think it's funny.
You want me to watch it in front of you on the show? Okay,
yeah.
I could do that. Yeah, sis, ask me to watch TikTok more often. I could do that whenever you need. Listen, I'm here for you. All right.
I thought it was so funny.
When all of your friends are basically
you gotta
married.
turn the sound on. Now, bitch, this bitch watch TikTok raw with no sound. Turn the sound on so you get the full effect.
This is pretty good.
I love that one. It said when all your friends are getting married and you're still asking him his favorite color. Because it sucks, dude. Dating at 30 sucks. And you're like, what? Do you have any pets? And I'm like, we should be having a kid. I don't know.
Do you want to have an accidental baby and carry things forward?
Why didn't I just get accidentally pregnant off a 6-month relationship like everyone else?
You still can.
That's true.
That's like plan C, you know?
Yeah, plan C.
It's plan C. There's another plan after it.
You can go get that at Rite Aid.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds nice. I think it's nice, the idea of like just the decisions being made for you. It's like, well, now I'm pregnant and I'm keeping it. So the whole decision is just made and my life is going to play out this way now.
Yeah, I used to talk about it on stage where I'm like, if you like, who the fuck plans a baby? Like, that's weird to me. Like, who goes, all right, I'm going to make such a huge life decision that I'm just going to choose to make a baby with this person. What?
I mean, listen, no judgment, but if you have your life so together such that you're literally planning to have a baby, you're fucking bored, okay? You have nothing going on. I'm sorry to say it like that.
It's true. If you have time to make a baby on purpose, you have so much time, free time.
Is there no place you want to travel? Like, have you done everything already? Are you just bored? Are you sad? Are you depressed?
I don't know how people have time to plan for a baby. I can't even plan this podcast and my Twitch stream in the same day. And those are video games and talking about big dick.
Becky asked me if I wanted to hang out this weekend, and immediately I was like, I don't know. That's a big commitment. just
hanging out with your friend.
Making plans to hang out 3 days in advance seems like a big commitment. I don't know where my life's going to be in 3 days, you know?
The way I like to hang out, this is how I like to hang out. Ready? Hey, Alex, what are you doing? Say nothing. Say nothing. Say nothing.
Oh, nothing. I'm just hanging out at home.
Oh, cool. Since you're not doing anything right now, do you want to meet in 30 minutes and get lunch and hang out for a few hours?
Yeah, I have to be back home at like 8 o'clock. Is that okay?
Perfect. I'll see you in 30 minutes.
All right, cool. I'll see you then.
Why can't anyone do that?
I don't know. It's beyond people.
Why can't anyone do that?
Well, they can't do that because they're too busy making plans earlier in the week that they now have today. It's like 3 days ago they planned their day today, and now I can't see them because they have a life.
No.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I really don't. But also, if the day comes and I really want to have plans and I haven't planned anything for myself, then I'm also angry and upset.
Absolutely. I'm like, I should have planned this a week ago.
I should have planned this a week ago. How come everybody else didn't let me in on their plans, even though I always say no, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll let you know last minute. I'm like mad.
Yeah. Yep. It's hard. It's hard out here. I love a call. This is a good day when your place is like super clean. You're kind of just hanging out. Like you don't really have anything to do. And someone calls and they're like, hey, I'm in the neighborhood. You want to hang out? Don't you love those when they're in the neighborhood and you're ready?
That is so wildly rare for me.
Mm-hmm. Because your neighborhood is up in the mountains of New York.
I live in Queens.
The mountains of New York, like I said.
I live right on the Queens Long Island border. It's central in my opinion.
Mountains.
I feel like, honestly, I know that this is probably one of the more self-centered things. But I feel like my house right here where I'm sitting is the heart of New York City. Like I feel like
your room,
in my bedroom. I feel like if you live in the city, like you're too far away from the heart of the city, which is here. I don't know how else to describe it. This is the spot.
It makes sense that the master bedroom you stole from your parents in Queens that you live in would be the heart of what New York is.
The heart of New York City, baby. Everybody wants a ticket to this private VIP club, but not everybody gets in, you know?
I got in.
You got in.
First on an air mattress, then I upgraded to the bed.
You can sleep in the bed whenever you want, Kim. I just thought that we were like having an adult sleepover where like we don't have to be touching all night. I thought you didn't want to touch me all night, but I was just being hard on myself.
I need to be touched all night.
I need you to come here and sleep over again.
The way I'm sleeping in Emily's bed, and when she like, I'll fall asleep earlier than her. She goes to bed at like 6 a.m. when she's done like this beauty routine to herself.
She wakes up at like 7 and goes for a run. I can't handle it.
Literally, she's like, I made some fresh. She made me drink just celery. She just grinded up celery and made me chug. She's like, you're supposed to have a cup of just celery juice before you have anything. And I was like, okay. Emily is beautiful. We all know that. It's no secret.
Can I say, Emily, who's like supposed to? Like, who decided you're supposed to?
She was like, yeah, because she was like, when you get old, you don't want to be like sick and stuff. I was like, yeah, but now that you're young, you have to drink that every day. So that's not fun either.
No, it's not. But you get it out of the way, I guess. Then when you're old, you're like, now I'm done drinking celery and I'm alive.
No, then you're old and you're like, I want a soda. And they're like, that's not good for you. And it's like, I've drank celery juice my whole life.
Can I please have a fucking Coke?
So yeah, Emily is very beautiful, but I want you to know
beautiful.
that she deserves it the way she works on it. I've never seen more product, more oils, more face scrubs, more natural things. She's like, I peeled this. I went to rummaging into the woods and I peeled this off a leaf. You're supposed to put it on your eyelids. It's like always stuff like that. So I've been getting a lot of that lately.
I admire that, but like if that were truly what was required for beauty, I would be like whatever on the scale of 1 to 10, like a negative fucking 2. Like the way that I just take care of myself, like teeth, face, staying clean, like hygiene is like the only thing. And then other than that, like I drink whatever soda is in front of me. I barely get any sleep. I never go for runs. Like it's literally just hygiene that's keeping me 100% together.
So, sometimes all you need is a little water.
It's true. It's true.
And you can keep going for
I'm
days.
100 worlds away from fucking having a juicer that I put celery in. Like if I were to get a juicer, it would take me 10 years to put a vegetable in it rather than a fruit.
You would put chocolate in it first for some reason.
Good. That sounds chocolate juice.
I could see you making a chocolate strawberry smoothie.
That sounds really tasty.
It sounds really good.
Sounds really good with dark chocolate in it. That's kind of healthy. I couldn't compromise to that
dark
extent.
Chocolate, bananas, and strawberry.
That sounds delicious. Like I couldn't compromise to that part of the spectrum that Emily is at in 1,000 years. I don't think. I know we have listeners who do. Like I know we have. I feel like we have listeners who are like fitness chicks and stuff like that. Like I admire those people. I don't know how you do it.
Me too.
I don't know.
No, I know.
And like, I've been watching this. I've been watching Disney's documentary series called On Point. It follows a season of students at the School of American Ballet, which is the school. It's so good. It's the school that's connected to the New York City Ballet at Lincoln Center. And the way that like I'll be watching this show and like it'll like bring me to tears and I'll have all these thoughts of like, I could have been a dancer. Like, how come I didn't pursue ballet more? And then I look at myself, like I look down at myself, like the way that I'm watching the show and there's like chips on in my belly button. Like, yeah, okay. I guess it was never going to work out. Like it wasn't going to work for me. I need to just accept that I'm not that type of person.
You had to pause the show to look for your tab of acid you dropped.
To pause the show because my vape fell under the couch and I couldn't reach it from the sitting position I was already in. It took me 10 minutes to decide to stand up on my feet to look under the couch.
No. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't going to work out. It's just something I need to accept about myself. So,
it is.
That's all right.
It's okay. All right. Well, I think we should maybe end it there.
Yeah, I guess so. I swear to God, every week we record this show and I'm holding my breath, not knowing whether Frank wants to expose something from my past from a diary. And I think
we got to bring up the diary. We got to bring it back next week. We'll do a segment next week.
We should bring it back next week, but I'll say I'm grateful we never made it there today.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Broad Topics. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram and TikTok at Kim Congdon. And if you haven't yet, check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/QueenCong1, CONG.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Alex Scar. And please head to gasdigitalnetwork.com and use promo code TOPIX, TOPIX. When you subscribe, you're going to get every single episode of this show on demand, as well as every episode of every other show on the network. You could also watch us live on gasdigitalnetwork.com/live every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. right after High Society Radio. Or you could catch the show for free on iTunes and YouTube every Monday. If you haven't yet, please leave us a 5-star review. We could use it. It helps the algorithm. It helps put the show in front of new eyes, which is something that we always want. It's the one little thing y'all could do to give back to us. And subscribe on YouTube while you're there. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. All right. We love yous. Bye.
Bye.
Yo,